The next speaker has been at the helm of the Devils since 1987-88. He's been the engineer of 3 Stanley Cups in New Jersey, and he's my boss, so I really like to say nice things about him. Bruce may be the boss, but this is my boss. In November, he received hockey's highest honor as a member of the Hockey Hall of Fame, Lou Lamoriello.
Thank you, Sherry. And what were you doing at Saratoga yesterday? I thought you were checking on the mayor. It is really my pleasure to be here today, and certainly this is a little nostalgia walking in the back door because of the time we did spend here. As was mentioned earlier, we had the Calder Cup here in '95, and it was sort of a special year because we also won the Stanley Cup in New Jersey that year. So there are certainly a lot of great memories here, and we're looking forward to just a tremendous relationship. I want to share a little story with you. For about a month, my voicemail on my phone always was full. People said they couldn't get me, and the reason was Bob Belvin was calling me every second. Not only did he call me, but he called Chris Vedrinsky, Chris Lamoriello, Chris Ciceri. I don't know who's responsible for your phone bill, but I'll tell you what, do us one favor, we're here now. We don't need to hear from you again. All kidding aside, and I hope that all of you have a minute to maybe take a walk of the facility that the city has put together for us as far as the locker room and the space and the changes, because it was a very, very instrumental part of us coming here, because the environment that we put our players in as far as getting ready to get to the NHL is very, very important. And also, I think you're going to be really excited with the coach you have here, Rick. There's no pressure on Rick. He just has to win. But he's used to that, and I think you'll find the philosophy that he has is something that is evident in the whole organization as far as the way the players handle themselves in the community, the way they'll handle themselves, I won't say on the ice because we want them to be devils there, but in every area that you might see them. Whenever you get into a situation like this and you have 2 politicians speak before you and they spend as little time as they did, it's the best message to know that it can be a short day. I'm delighted we put them forward first. I'm also pleased of all the other politicians, and I use that word with respect that are here because it shows the support that you have really given to us to come here. And lastly, I'd like to thank Walter Robb publicly. I'd asked if he was here because of what he has done over the years to keep hockey here in Albany. I know how hard he worked at it, and I'm sure it was very difficult for him to step aside. But I want to congratulate him, and I think he deserves a lot of credit and should be given that for what he has been done. Once again, it's just a pleasure to be back here. I'll be in the building to see our kids play, and it should be just a great year. And before I leave, I just want to mention one thing, because my son Chris, who by the way I report to, told me that there were some questions about us playing 4 games in Atlantic City out of the schedule. To me, that's an extremely positive thing for our organization and really allowing the state of New Jersey to see some of our players, but not taking anything away from Albany. In no way was that meant for any disrespect to reduce 4 games. In fact, we thought what we were doing, we were helping our season ticket holders for giving them maybe 4 less games to, put affordable packages together in front of them so that they see every game. And we're going to do everything we can to get some games televised back here if it's possible. So once again, thank you, and it's just great to be back.